This was the most tragic day for Kharkiv since the beginning of the war. At night and in the morning, the Russians shelled the city. They destroyed a tram depot, a community centre and 2 dormitories. This 2-storey dormitory was home to over 30 hearing-impaired people, the elderly and children. They were killed and wounded, but we also pulled out the living from under the rubble. As a result of the gunfire, at least a dozen people were killed and many injured, including children. The rescue operation and the search for the missing continues. There may be 5 more people under the rubble. At least 2 children were killed. This time it is the greatest loss of life since the beginning of the war. Mourning will be announced tomorrow in town. The goal of the Russians is to destabilize and break the spirit of the inhabitants. Once again, missiles also fell on Mykolaiv and its surroundings. The fire station burned down. The Russian Ministry of Defense wrote on its official website that military personnel are stationed in the kindergarten and that there are artillery positions and ammunition depots. This means that the Russian terrorists are preparing to attack the kindergarten. 10 people work here at the moment. We come to work even though there are no children now. We maintain order. At the beginning of the war, we accepted refugees, but they have already left. The production of bulletproof vests started in Lviv for children who will be evacuated from the war zone. We produce about 2,000 bulletproof vests daily. We have experience, a license and contacts with domestic and foreign suppliers. Since the beginning of the war, we moved our company from Kharkiv to Lviv. We have already produced and delivered to the military over 80,000 vests. In connection with today's visit to Lviv by Turkish President Recep Erdogan and United Nations Secretary-General Antonio Guterres, Russia is spreading lies that today or tomorrow Ukrainian forces will attack the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant and then blame Russia for it. Only absolute transparency and control of the situation in and around the Zaporizhzhia nuclear power plant can guarantee the Ukrainian state, the international community and the International Atomic Energy Agency a gradual return to normal nuclear safety. The Russian army must withdraw from the power plant and all adjacent areas and remove military equipment from the station. This should happen without any conditions and as soon as possible. Ukrainian intelligence reports that the Russians are bringing large amounts of equipment and ammunition to the border with Ukraine, and 3 Russian planes armed with Kinzhal hypersonic missiles have been transferred to the Kaliningrad Oblast.